जैसा कि हम कंटिन्यू कर रहे थे बीकॉम फर्स्ट ईयर, बेसिक अकाउंटिंग टर्म्स के बारे में मैं बता रहा था। बेसिक अकाउंटिंग टर्म्स इसलिए ज़रूरी है कि जो बच्चे दूसरे स्ट्रीम से कॉमर्स स्ट्रीम में आते हैं उनको बेसिक टर्म्स का ज्ञान होना ज़रूरी है। तो आज हम बेसिक टर्मोलॉजीज पे ही डिस्कस करेंगे। बेसिक अकाउंटिंग टर्म्स क्या क्या हैं जो हमें बी कॉम से लेके टिल आवर कॉमर्स लाइफ इट इज़ इन आवर यूज़। सबसे पहला है बिजनेस ट्रांजेक्शन्स। जैसा कि हम सभी जानते हैं कि देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ एक्टिविटीज़, वन इज नोन एज इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़ एंड अदर इज नोन एज नॉन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़। इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़ आर दोज एक्टिविटीज़ विच आर रिलेटेड टू मनी. For example, buying and selling of goods and services to earn profit is belongs to economic activities. Non-economic activities are those activities which are performed for self-satisfaction. A mother feed her baby is an activity of non-economic activity. Example of non-economic activity. So the business transactions means where there is a dealing with goods and servicing, buying and selling of goods and services to earn profit is known as business or business transactions. Second, accounts. Accounts means accounts, we have basically divided accounts in three parts, that is personal, real and nominal. Personal is related to persons, which means the person if receives it should be debited, and if he will pay it should be credited. Further we will discuss about debit and credit. Second, real account. Real account says it's related to assets, and its concept is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Third is nominal account. It is basically based on income and expenses, day to day income and expenses, and its rule is debit all expenses and losses and credit all gain and loss. Credit all gain and income, sorry. Capital. The next term is capital. The most important and most rememberable term is capital. Capital is the amount invested by a businessman into the business with the intention to earn a profit. किसी भी व्यापार या व्यवसाय की कल्पना करने मात्र से व्यापार या व्यवसाय प्रारंभ नहीं होता है। उस व्यापार या व्यवसाय को प्रारंभ करने के लिए पूंजी की आवश्यकता होती है, और जो एक व्यापार या व्यवसाय को प्रारंभ करने के लिए पैसा लगाया जाता है उसे ही हम पूंजी कहते हैं। नेक्स्ट, ड्राइंग्स। ड्राइंग्स को हम बोलते हैं आहरण। जब एक व्यापार या एक व्यापारी अपने निजी प्रयोग के लिए व्यापार से राशि को निकालता है, व्यापार से राशि को निकालता है, सामान को निकालता है, तो हम इसे आहरण करते हैं। When a businessman draw goods or money from the business for his personal use, then it is known as drawings. Next is liabilities. Liabilities को सामान्य शब्द में अगर हम समझें तो वो होता है उधार। The amount which we have to pay is known as liabilities. Liabilities को सामान्यतः दो भागों में बांटा जाता है, current liabilities और एक fixed liabilities या long term liabilities. Current liabilities are those liabilities which are payable within year, and long term liabilities are those liabilities which are payable after 1 year to the outsiders of the business. In few books, the liabilities will be classified in three categories, and it is based on duration: short term liabilities, middle term liabilities and long term liabilities. Short term tenure is of 1 year, which is payable within a year is short term liabilities. Which is payable in between 3 years is middle or moderate liabilities, and which is payable after 3 years is long term liabilities. Next is assets. Anything which is convertible into cash is an asset. कोई भी चीज जिसे हम नगद में परिवर्तित कर सकते हैं उसे हम एसेट्स कहते हैं। इस बीच एक महत्वपूर्ण बात, हम अकाउंट्स में उन्हीं चीज़ों का लेन देन, उन्हीं चीज़ों का लेखा कर सकते हैं जिसे हम या तो कैश में रखते हैं या विच कैन बी मेजर्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ कैश. There is no place of emotions and sentiments in accounts because that cannot be measured in terms of money. So we will continue. Assets. Assets means anything which is convertible into cash is known as an assets. Basically, assets are divided into two types, that is current assets and fixed assets. Current assets are those assets which are quickly movable from one place to another place, which is easily convertible into cash, is known as current asset. Fixed assets are those assets which are not quickly convertible into cash and which are not easily movable from one place to another place. In few books, they are further classified by mean of their nature, that is tangible assets. Tangible assets are those assets which can be either seen or which can be touched, like land, building, plant, machinery. Non-tangible assets are those assets which cannot be seen or touched, like patents, goodwill, underwriting commission. Fictitious assets. Fictitious assets are those assets which can act like an assets but which cannot be convertible into cash, like the huge amount of expense which is made on advertisement. In few weeks books we will see that there are vesting assets. Vesting assets are those assets which cannot be used again and again, like mines. Now, receipts. What is receipts? They are divided into two parts, revenue receipts and capital receipts. Revenue receipts are those receipts which are of recurring nature and which can be repeated again and again, like rent received, commission received are revenue receipts. At the same time, capital receipts are those receipts which cannot be repeated again and again, like loan taken from bank, loan taken from financial institutes, which cannot be repeated again and again. In the same manner, revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. Revenue expenditures are those expenditures which are paid again and again, like payment of salary. Capital expenditures are those expenditures which are not expended again and again, like purchase of building, purchase of plant, purchase of assets. Next is profit. As we all know, profit, sales minus cost equals to profit. Expenses, the day-to-day payments that we are paying to outsiders. Income, the amount which we are earning. Purchase, well-known terms. The raw material, whatever is purchased by the business is purchased, and whatever is sold to others is treated as sales. Purchase return. If we are purchasing goods and they are not up to the mark, the goods that we return is known as purchase return. If we have sold goods to anyone and he is returning it to us, then it is sales return. Stock, anything that is kept for future use, is stock. Opening stock and closing stock, it can be identified on the basis of their status as on date. If we are producing the details on 1st Jan, it means it is opening stock. If we are producing detail on closing 31st March or 31st December, it means it is a closing stock. Debtors. As I have earlier discussed, debtor is a person from whom we get money, and debtors arise in case of credit sales. Bills receivable. Bills receivable is one of the negotiable instruments which is payable on demand or after a fixed period of time. Bills receivable in which we will receive amount and bills payable in which we will pay amount. So bills receivable is asset for the business and bills payable is liabilities for the business. Goods. Goods means saman, mal. Cost. The amount required to produce a good is known as cost. Discount. Discount means Discount, it is a facility provided by businessmen to the customers to get quick release of payment from the customers. Basically, discount is are of two types. One is cash discount, another is trade discount. Cash discount is a discount which is given to anybody. It means it is given from one businessman to another businessman or from businessman to retailer. And this discount is given only in cash transactions. And this discount can be shown in the books of accounts. However, trade discount is a discount which is given by one businessman to another businessman, and it cannot be shown in the books of accounts. Thank you, please.